Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera to Dr. Amy Azura. Our topic for group assignment is screen procurement in fashion logistics. Names of group members are first Nurul Hidayah binti Kimsem 261342, second Siti Hashimah binti Busari, matric number 262412, Arsila binti Kotinting, matric number 262382. Screen procurement in fashion logistics have 4 main points. First, material planning. Second, purchasing. Third, store management. 4, inventory management. My name is Siti Hashimah binti Busari, matric number 262412, will present introduction. Screen procurement by Environmental Protection Department 2018 is a process of identify the material that have minimal impact on the environment which will be using by the fashion logistics. Fashion logistics are the top sector causes the pollution and impact on the environment. Based on the picture by Good Factor Club 2020 show that fashion industry is causes 10% of pollution and 85% of wastage. This is the one of factor that fashion logistics are merging and focus on green procurement. Based on the figure EcoChain 2020, green procurement creates a very effective method in fashion logistics. It is also can generate brand awareness and reduce costs in production. EcoChain 2020 stated that the fashion industry production is focused on procurement raw materials that are organic fabric and non-toxic dyes. This is to prevent on the F production that will not affect the environment. Second point of green procurement in fashion logistics is purchasing. Purchasing by What is Purchasing 2020 is a system being used for purchase the materials on behalf of purchasing organization. Before make a purchasing, the fashion logistics need to make a procurement process. Procurement management process, the 2021 Guide 2021 define procurement is a method that be used by the organization to achieve desire of goods and services. Procurement process. Based on the figure from Agile 2020, procurement process have 8 processes. First, requisition. Requisition by Strong 2018 is a procurement materials in fashion logistics that product towards green procurement to be used in production. Patton 2020 define products such as organic linen, silk, organic cotton, recycled polyester, and wool is good for environment. Second, purchase order. Kokemula 2019 defined that purchase order is the purchase of goods from the selected textile supplier. Third, receiving. Procurement management process, the 2021 Guide 2021 stated that receiving the goods from the supplier that buyer required from the seller must match with the requirement, such as in the right quantity, in good condition, right materials, and expected quality. Fourth, payment. According to procurement management process, the 2021 Guide 2021 know the method that required by the supplier for the payment. 5. Supplier performance. Author from procurement management process, the 2021 Guide 2021 stated fashion logistics need to evaluate whether their supplier can supply in the long terms will provide the good quality or not. 6. Supplier management by procurement management process, the 2021 Guide 2021 is choosing the right vendors or supplier in the fashion logistics must know their supplier management is effective or not. 7. Catalog content management from the procurement management process, the 2021 Guide 2021 is the catalog will include all the details and available of goods based on the supplier system. The fashion logistics can be able to choose and require any goods from their own specification. 8. Negotiation and awards. The auto procurement management process, the 2021 Guide 2021, this is all depending on the fashion logistics to negotiate with the terms and regulation of the contract such as price either to make or buy.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Arsila binti Kotingting and my matric number is 263382.
Now I'm gonna talk about the inventory management and material planning. Inventory management is a basic concept of inventory management, state that it is a set of procedures and activities that overlap with procurement or supply chain management. Inventory management techniques help to ensure a high level of customer service and a low possibility of holding excessive inventory that can result in losses. In inventory management, supply chain inventory control, demand forecasting, and reverse logistics is a main element which is very important. Inventory management is very important to companies, including the fashion industry. The systematic approach that need to use is reuse, reduce, and recycle. In inventory management, these 3 R is very important and useful to make a great environmental in managing the inventory in fashion logistics. To make a great environmental, the company need to reuse and recycle again the product or the clothes that not sell and make it new item that's suitable with the fashion trends in that time. Some of fashion company will prepare the recycle bin to recycle the clothes that the customer don't want again in their store. For example, H&M. Next is RFID system. In the field of textile and apparel, the RFID is used in manufacturing, inventory control, warehousing, distribution logistics, automatic object tracking, and supply chain management. The use of this system assists in better inventory management and enhance customer shopping experience. This system also can indicate which item is fast or slow selling. It's customized by the RFID tags. With this system, the inventory manage will reduce the waste of unnecessary items in the fashion logistics and will be reduce the environmental pollution. Third is demand forecasting. Demand forecasting is a part of managing demand involves attempting to determine what customer will purchase and when. This is more precisely referred to as the demand forecasting, and it involves determining the amount of products that customer will require at some point in the future. With this demand forecasting, the company only produce the product that they can sell, and to this retailer can reduce the amount of raw material and the resources that using on the production. And now I'm gonna talk about the 4.0 material planning. Material management is a notion which organizes the responsibility of deciding the manufacturing necessity, that is scheduling the manufacturing produce and purchasing, storing, and dispensing material. Material planning also involves the collaboration and knowledge sharing with raw material supplies. Material management is a view which brings about the responsibility of deciding the manufacturing requirement, that is setting up the manufacturing process and purchase, storing, in dispensing material. The first system is MRP system. MRP system is planning and control system for inventory, production, and scheduling. MRP system is a computer-based inventory management system designed to improve productivity of business. Most of the company use this MRP system to estimate quantities of raw material and schedule their delivery. The MRP system will offer the reliability information and the forecasting that need for the company to make reduce the stock and free up the capital. This system will reduce regular costs. Secondly is warehousing and storage. The increasing need to improve supply chain performance has been forcing warehouse to focus on integrating the production effort with the market. The warehousing aspect of a business covers a number of elements such as unloading, receiving and checking inbound goods, storage, order picking, and handling returns. The warehouse needs to ensuring is energy efficient, meaning that need to save the energy of light. LED light is one of the examples of lowering the energy of light. Okay, last but not least is sourcing and obtaining material. Material sourcing is the first and possibly most important part of the pre-production process and is therefore the first step a factory must take in order to enter the full value sourcing model. This guide seeks to demystify the fabric selection process so that they can make the right choice for the fashion company. Fashion industry is a big industry all around the world. Due to that, the energy consumer and the green gas emitter also a huge, and fashion industry has to play a big role. Fashion industry need to understand and knowing the life cycle stage in choosing the most sustainably material for the design that involve assessing data about the different materials. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Amy. My name is Nurul Hidayah binti Gimsun. My metric number 261342. In this video, I want to talk about the point store management in green procurement in patient logistics and the conclusion about this topic. Store a place where excess material is stored which will be used when needed. Meanwhile, store management is to receive material and then make sure there's no damage and unauthorized removal while storage this material. Next is the store functioned as to receive. Before the goods or any item shipping to the customer or any company must be kept in stores. All this material that sent by vendor must need to safety checked and approval, and after that can enter the store. Beside this, the function is for storage. As soon as the unloaded material is approved by the quality control part, according to the quality plan in the quality system, it is transferred to a certain place in the store's layouts. This material is kept, it will easy to get and remove later because the technology installed like the robotic and IoT system that easy to track the material in store. Advanced system is applicable for location and labeling of items while in storage. All material is kept by the type of such as its product is physical stats and the others. Next is store also make control by taking move to make sure material plan is currently compliant. Material movement is observed for identification non-moving material for disposal. Store also functioned in surplus management, effective disposal system for unneeded material to reduce inventory cost and proactive measure to eliminate unused material that harm environment. The activity involved the whole state of the product life cycle from procurement of raw material, manufacturing, use, and reuse till the final recycling or disposal. Lastly, about interaction and adjustment between purchasing, production, quality control, and engineering function is clearly required in the execution of the function deliberated this extent. There are two types of location of store that firstly is centralized store is to store all item and control material movement from the center place. Whereas decentralization store is moving the material to the respective consumer function or directly to the points of use. Besides this, some other types of storage are as per types of the material stored, raw material store, component store, work in process store, and finished goods stores. As per nature of the material stored is like chemical stores, hazardous material stores, and refrigerated material stores. All physical arrangement of store facility for efficient receipt, storage, and issue of material is called as layout of stores. In the store management, ensuring that all the activity involved in the store keeping and stock control are carried out efficiently and economically. The practice of green procurement in patient logistics is to perform social and environmental practice responsible for reducing the harmful effect of manufacturing and improving the profitability of firms. In addition, there's other related function that is value analysis is an instrument of management which trying the inquiries of saving costs from this of value. This identification the space of excessive or unnecessary expenses and testing to upgrade the value of the product. Next is standardization is the process of implement and develop technical standard in accordance with the approval of various parties that including firms, consumers, standard organizations, and government. This process can helpfully maximize appropriate security or quality. Whereas in the material specification is applied by purchasers from make election material which fulfill their necessity. Lastly is ergonomics that is very usable beneficial in the fashion logistic industry because effective ergonomic intervention can decrease health problems and actually in the workplace also make the environment more conducive and comfortable. In conclusion, through green procurement in fashion logistics, company not only can reduce the environmental impact when purchasing product and service, but also can comply with environmental regulations, enhance green image, and increase competitiveness. Increase in environmental problems require a company to be more aware towards the environment and take precaution regarding the problems. In order to make a supply chain green, it is necessary to consider all activity in the supply chain such as raw materials, procurements, inbound logistics, transformations, outbound logistics, marketing up to sales, and appropriate product disposals. The green procurement is giving significantly positive impact in fashion logistic outcome through from material management is that material planning and control, purchasing and procurement itself, inventory management, store management, and other related function is help to handle the material in fashion logistic.